different kind of private eye. Parker Kane, Monday. From WNBC TV, this is NEWS-4 New York at 11 with Ralph Penza, Carol Jenkins, Ira Joe Fisher with the weather, and Sal Marciano with the latest sports.
Good evening. A tearful homecoming tonight for 24 Long Island students after a terrifying brush with death.
Yes, they came home tonight without 2 of their friends, both killed when their chartered bus lost control last night. Happened as the students were returning from a class trip to Montreal. The bus skidded on a slush-covered highway, happened near Schroon Lake, New York, tumbled down a 70-foot embankment. Several of the youngsters are still in the hospital tonight. PERRI PELTZ has more on the student homecoming.
A tearful embrace, the agony of a bittersweet reunion. These are the survivors, and while their bones are broken and their bodies bruised, they are alive and reunited with those they love.
How's it feel to be home?
Feels great.
What now?
Now I want to call all my friends.
These East Meadow Junior High School students survived a bus crash that killed 2 of their classmates, 7th grader David Levington and 8th grader Mike Capozzi.
When he died, we were like, how can it be Mike? I mean, he doesn't deserve it. No one deserves to die, but he least deserves it more than anyone in the world. He's always there for you, and he's just the greatest friend.
David and Mike were killed when their charter bus returning from a class trip to Montreal skidded off a slushy I-87 north of Albany at just after 4:30 yesterday afternoon. The bus flipped over an embankment and plummeted 60 feet, landing right side up.
I remember, like, hitting the overhead compartment was down on me, and I had to push it up. I remember jumping out the window and climbing up the hill.
The students had gone to Montreal last week as part of a French language class trip and were scheduled to return to East Meadow last night. But that trip would end in tragedy.
We have a trip on Monday that we're canceling, only to make sure that all the students in the building will receive the same type of support, psychological and emotional support from our support staff people. We will have programs in school all day Monday.
School administrators and teachers now begin the difficult process of helping these kids heal their emotional wounds, wounds that for some are deeper than their broken bones and bruised bodies. PERRI PELTZ, NEWS-4, Long Island.
Tonight, the crash is under investigation, of course. Among other things, the police want to know if the driver was going too fast.
Well, residents of another community, this one in New Jersey, are living a nightmare tonight as police stalk a possible serial killer in East Orange. Women no longer feel safe to walk down the street alone. Julian Phillips has the latest on this town in terror.
The Green Pastures Memorial Baptist Church is just yards from where the first victim, 16-year-old Jamila Jones, was found stabbed to death. On this Palm Sunday, the message was one of caution.
Keep our eyes open and stay out of these dark spots.